to the Belmont Entrepreneur Awards. I'm Elizabeth Gortmaker. I'm the director of the Cohn Center for Entrepreneurship, and I'm so glad you are all here with us tonight. This is our 5th annual Belmont Entrepreneur Awards event. And over the last 5 years, we have honored hundreds of Belmont alumni who have started businesses in 90 cities and 6 countries around the world. And we are just so thrilled that you guys are all here tonight for our 5th annual event. We started this event as a way to recognize alumni entrepreneurs who are truly innovating and doing amazing things with their businesses. To our 2023 Top 100, we know the work that you do matters to you, but we're here tonight to honor you and to celebrate the impact that your work has on those around you. Tonight's celebration is a really small token to say that we see you and we are proud of you, and we're proud that you're part of the Belmont family. Your entrepreneurial excellence is creating a better world, so I'm glad you are all here. Our entrepreneurship program was just ranked #1 in the state of Tennessee by the Princeton Review and Entrepreneur magazine, and in August of this year, we celebrated the grand opening of Belmont's newest building, the Jack C. Massey Center. The Massey Center serves as the new home of the Thomas Cohn Center for Entrepreneurship, and it provides us with a huge collaboration space where we can bring students of all majors and all disciplines together to help support their entrepreneurial journey. You'll hear a little bit more about that building later tonight. This year, 2023, marks the 20th year of Belmont's entrepreneurship program, and I really believe we are just getting started. To kick us off tonight, I'm thrilled to introduce you to Belmont's President and First Lady, Dr. Greg Jones and Reverend Susan Pendleton Jones. They have big plans for us in the future, and they care very deeply about entrepreneurs. So please welcome Dr. Greg Jones and Susan Pendleton Jones.
I'm just sharing very briefly a message for this season with you, and then I'll turn it over to Greg. My favorite, or one of my favorite carols for this season is O Holy Night. And the first verse of that beautiful carol has some phrases in it that I think fit very nicely with the mission of entrepreneurship and with the work that so many of you all do in making a better world around us. It says, "Long lay the world in sin and error." And that's where it starts, doesn't it? There's a problem. There's a need. There's a gap. There's sin. There's error. And then the word that follows that, we just kind of skip over. Pining. Isn't that a great word? The earth is pining for something better. Longing, aching, yearning, deeply desiring a solution, a better way, something out of this sin and error. And then you keep singing and you hear the answer come. Then he appeared. That little word, he, with a capital H, is the biggest word in the carol. It's the wonderful counselor, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the babe in the manger. Till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. How many of us need to be reminded that our souls are worthy? How many of us work with people who need to be told, you are worthy of being loved, that God loves you so much that God would take on human flesh, become one of us, move into our neighborhood, and be with us so that our souls would be uplifted. Till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, a weary world rejoices. The word hope itself is a powerful, forward-looking word, but put the word thrill with it, and it compounds the amazing, positive, hopeful future that appearance offers to the world. The thrill of hope, a weary world, echoing back to that struggle at the beginning, rejoices. We hear the angels sing tidings of great joy, and the whole world begins to rejoice. For yonder breaks a new and glorious morn, again pushing us into that future, into that new day, that new morning to come. And don't skip over the word glorious. It's a challenging word. Glory, it's not easy to understand. And a friend of mine and I, who've been doing a study together, have decided that one of the best definitions we've come up with is that it's God's magnificent goodness on brilliant display. That's glory. That's the glorious that we celebrate tonight. And so what's the response to this? The response to this good news, this glorious being, is to fall on our knees. It humbles us. It puts us in a posture of prayer, a posture of worship. And as we are on our knees, we hear the angels singing, O night divine, O night when Christ was born. Let us pray. How silently the wondrous gift is given. For God imparts to human hearts the blessing of his heaven. No ear may hear his coming, but in this world of sin, where meek souls will receive him, still the dear Christ enters in. We thank you, gracious God, that you continue to enter into our world, and we celebrate you entering into this beautiful world that you have created each and every Christmas season. But we thank you especially for entering into our lives, into our families, into our work, and illuminating all that we are and all that we do. We thank you for this time of gathering and this time of celebration, this time that we have shared food together at the tables. We lift up our hearts in gratitude, and we give you thanks in Jesus' name. Amen.
You'd have thought I'd have learned by now not to follow her. It's a great joy to welcome you all tonight, and I want to just add a word about the spirit of entrepreneurship at Belmont. As Elizabeth has already talked about the significance of the Cone Center for Entrepreneurship, the entrepreneurship program. It goes way back. It actually goes all the way back to our founding and the entrepreneurial spirit of the two women school teachers from Philadelphia who started Ward Belmont. Who'd have thought that two women would think it's a good idea to start a college in Nashville in 1890? And yet that spirit has continued on through the decades. And that entrepreneurial mindset that was a marker of Jack Massey, the person for whom our College of Business is named, and whose name is now on the new building that Elizabeth referred to. And the connection between Jack Massey and Tom Frist, Sr., and Tom Frist, Jr., whose name now is on our new College of Medicine. And you look around at so much of the spirit of this place at Belmont, and that entrepreneurial spirit. We're a momentum university that, as Susan was suggesting, is always looking to the future, always trying to find creative solutions to complex problems. And one of the great joys for us in arriving 2.5 years ago was seeing and getting to know many of you and your entrepreneurial ventures. And as the pictures and the stories started to scroll across the screen, just the smiles that would come to our faces, knowing the good that's happening in nonprofit ventures, in commercial ventures, in hybrid ventures, in the ways in which you all are making this region, this country, and this world a better place. I love this evening of celebrating the top 100 entrepreneurs, and yet the numbers so far exceed 100. And we want to see that continue to multiply. I share with Elizabeth the sense that we're just getting started. Belmont is a place where degrees appreciate in value because of that sense of momentum, that centeredness, and that faithfulness that Susan talked about. And so I just want to say thank you for cultivating that entrepreneurial spirit. The entrepreneurial mindset is at the heart of who we are as a university, along with character and purpose. We want all of our graduates, whether you're in the Massey College or any of our other 11 colleges, to have that entrepreneurial mindset, to be focused on the future. Some of you have heard me say that too much of higher education is preparing for 1995 in case it comes back again. We want to be focused on where things are heading and equipping our students for that future that God is planning for all of us, and to help make this community, this region, and the world a better place. We treasure for you who are alums that you continue to invest in Belmont, to come back and serve as mentors for our current students, because it's those virtuous spirals that'll make that significant difference going forward. Thank you for all you've done, all you're doing now, and all you will do in the future.
Good evening. I'm Sarah Gardial, and I'm the Dean of the Massey College of Business. And the Cone Entrepreneurship Center has been under our wings for these 23 years. But a wonderful thing happened this year. And that was in August. We opened the new Jack Massey Center on campus. And I'm just going to quickly, who has not been in that building yet? Who's in the room? Oh, are you in for a treat? You know, one of the things that I've said is that we don't want every student on campus to be a College of Business major. We want them to come here and pursue the topics, the areas, the disciplines that they're passionate about, and then put entrepreneurship with it. Amazing number of the top 100 entrepreneurs tonight. There are 42 majors on this campus that are represented in that. So we are not about entrepreneurship for business majors. We are about entrepreneurship for Belmont. And the thing that happened this year with the opening of the Jack Massey Center is that we were able to move the offices of the Cone Center into that building, place it in what I think now is the energy vortex of the campus now. That is that center, so many things are going on there that are student-focused, admission-focused, classrooms, faculty from all over the campus. It is the collaborative building on campus. But pretty much the entire 5th floor of that building is dedicated to student collaboration. The 6th floor has its own really awesome things going on. I see Josh Yates here, and those are big collaborative projects that we're taking out into the community and beyond. So the top 2 floors of this building are really dedicated to new ideas, solving problems, working across different areas of the campus, colleges, those kinds of things. And you can just walk into that building and feel that something very new is going on here. So for those of you who haven't seen it, we're going to show a quick video to give you a tour of what the inside of the building looks like.
In August 2023, we celebrated the grand opening of Belmont University's newest building. Located on 15th Avenue South between the Baskin and Johnson Centers, the new Massey Center serves as the university's new front door. Every floor of the 6-story building is designed to encourage collaboration, innovation, and creativity. The Massey Center is named in honor of the visionary entrepreneur and businessman Jack C. Massey. Discover the Thomas F. Cone Sr. Center for Entrepreneurship at Belmont University, your catalyst for unleashing your entrepreneurial spirit and empowering you with the skills and mindset to turn your boldest ideas into transformative realities. For the first time in our 20-year history of fostering entrepreneurship, we have a dedicated hub that unites all facets of our program. From exhilarating competitions that challenge your creativity to the vibrant gatherings of our Founders Club, every entrepreneurial endeavor finds its home here. It's where collaboration thrives and businesses are born. Join us in rewriting the future of entrepreneurship and take your place among the next generation of visionary leaders.
This is the first building on campus that President Jones has been able to really put his imprint on. And you see the future. When you walk into that building, you see a spaciousness, an openness, you see a design that is inspiring, and you see spaces that are open and teeming with people. we especially want you as alums to think about the kinds of things that you might be doing in that building. It's not just for our current students. For instance, we have multiple entrepreneurs in residence who are alums of ours who dedicate a portion of their time every week to mentor our students through their projects. And it's a great opportunity for our alums to pay it forward by talking with current students and helping them think through and talk through the various stages of their startups and their ideas. And these individuals are just wonderful assets to us. And they could just come and hang out in the building and have meetings and really have that kind of interaction that is very informal, that creates a lot of access to our students. We have something called Coffee and Conversations. There were a few clips in the video, and that is when we invite our alums back to just talk with our students about their entrepreneurial journey and their business and lessons learned. Because we have such a cool place to do it, we regularly have 100 students who will show up just to sit around in a very comfortable, soft-seated area and listen and talk and just have conversation. It's not a formal lecture. It really is coffee and conversation. We invite you to come back and be a part of that. You can work on projects with students in that space. The front door of the campus, it is open. It is where we invite people in. And so we hope that this space not only is the place that will launch a lot of opportunities for our current students, but create that virtuous cycle that the president was talking about, where you get to come back and interact with those students in the same way that they will come back and that their predecessors will come back, and that we will nurture an entrepreneurial community and ecosystem here at Belmont. That's the purpose of that building. So I'm going to end with a call to action, and that is for those of you who have been through the Cone Center, who have benefited from our classes, our workshops, the support, the mentoring that you received while you were here. Think about ways that you can come back and interact with us in time, talent, and yes, treasure. Obviously, the one-on-ones and the way that you can interact with our students here is extremely valued and needed. It's critical for our students to have that kind of support. I also want to point out on the treasure side, that there's a little bookmark inside your Belmont Awards booklet tonight, and it talks about the Jeff Cornwall Fund. Jeff, will you stand up? Are you over there? He left. I saw him earlier. He slipped out on us. Jeff started the Cone Center 24 years ago, and in his honor, 2 years ago at this event, we created the Cornwall Entrepreneurial Legacy Fund as a launch fund that allows us to provide seed money that is available to our students through pitched competitions and other kinds of things to give them a little boost with, small bits of money and just the kind of resources that might pull them through some really lean periods while they're here with us. And so there is ever a QR code at the bottom of this, and you can use this to go directly to the site where you can make a contribution. All of these funds go directly back to our student entrepreneurs here, no overhead whatsoever. So think about ways that you can continue to be a part of us and continue to be the part of the lives of Belmont, of the new Massey Center, and our student entrepreneurs. We are so proud of what you're doing, but we need you. We need you to engage with us, and we look forward to good work that we're going to do together in the coming years. Thank you.
We know our customers. To see them come back in and tell us stories of something that they did not need, but it's a product that brought some sort of joy to their lives, that makes it worth it all at the end of the day. I'm Adam York. I am co-founder of Smith & York Company and Gather Kitchen Mercantile. Home is really at the heart of why we do this business. We want to have products that people can use to build community in their home, to gather with the people that they love, whether it's family or friends. That's what we hope that someone experiences when they enter either of our shops. Starting and running a business with your spouse is an adventure. There's lots of fun. There's also challenges because you have different ideas and visions. But at the end of the day, this business wouldn't be what it is without the partnership that we have and the strengths that we each bring to the business. Being an entrepreneur, or saying that word, really centers around just that longing and that desire to leave something behind that's meaningful beyond myself, that hopefully can bring some sort of joy to people's lives.
Adam York, right over here. All right, now to the heart of our event, our top 100 alumni entrepreneurs. I wish we had time to showcase each and every one of these 100 businesses, but we don't. But instead, we will take you inside 5 different alumni businesses through these highlight videos today. Our 2023 top 100 list includes alumni from 42 different majors who have founded businesses in 47 cities across the world. We're thrilled to see so many new faces on this year's 100 list. We opened up a nomination process in the spring, and friends, family, colleagues, faculty, staff, deans, other alumni all nominated their favorite entrepreneurs to be a part of this list. This year's list includes such a wide breadth of ventures from 10 different industry categories, ranging from fashion to food to social enterprise and more. Congratulations to all of you that made this year's list. The work that you're doing is incredible. Yes. Collectively, this year's top 100 list, these businesses employ 5,000 people. The annual revenue of these 100 businesses is $500 million. But the true magic of entrepreneurship is the impact. Entrepreneurship is bringing an idea to life and making it tangible. It is solving problems and creating solutions. It is economic development and job creation. It's the power that comes from starting with an idea, creating something new, and the confidence that comes from that. It takes courage, it takes humility, and it takes a team. 2 years ago, we introduced the Impact Awards as a way to honor founders who have truly embodied the impact that entrepreneurship brings to their industry, to their peers, and to their mentors. Tonight, we will be honoring 4 founders who have made an enormous impact this year. But before we hand out our first award, let's take a look inside another one of our top 100 businesses.
To me personally, this is the most fulfilled I've ever been in my life because I can see the direct benefits of our good intentions and our good actions. I'm Garrison Snell. I'm the founder of Snell Ventures. We're a family investment office in Nashville. We invest capital into things that we think have social good, have a social impact component. We look for operating companies, operating businesses, and we buy them from families and keep them forever, mostly in the manufacturing space. The mission, is to make sure that those earnings get put back into the hands of the people, their families, and that community. I think my entrepreneurial journey really began at Belmont. So I was a music business major, graduated in 2015. Day one, I wanted to own something and build something that mattered. The way that the staff and the teachers leaned into me, coaching me and guiding me, that student body and that staff is quite special. They've got a lock on entrepreneurialism and creativity for good. I can see the families that work for us. Their lives are dramatically improving because of the way we spend the money that they generate. And if we continue to do this, the impact that we can have, that gets me really excited every day. And it's why I go and look at all these businesses and do the work we do.
That was Garrison Snell. All right, I'm going to introduce my friend and colleague, Jose Gonzalez, who is also a Belmont alum, founder of Conexion Americas, and a professor of entrepreneurship. He's going to introduce our first Impact Award.
All right. It's great to see so many friends. Our first Impact Award focuses on industry. And any of you who took an entrepreneurship class here at Belmont, you know that we spend a lot of time talking about opportunity recognition, understanding where opportunities come from, and then building the business model to capture those opportunities to ultimately create value in the marketplace. This year's recipients, after a serendipitous and fun decision to sign up for a bartending class their last semester at Belmont, used their creativity and charm to develop a new way to celebrate special moments. Those who know them here at Belmont have been impressed with their ability to uncover this new opportunity in the market and their drive to scale it nationally as quickly as they have. Today, you can find their company operating across the country, anywhere from California to Texas, Florida, and their new headquarters in New York. It's hard to do something different and unique, and to do it with such excellence, commitment, and inspiration while having fun. We look forward to all the new growth plans and successes in the coming year. It is a special honor for me to announce this year's recipients of the Impact Industry Award, Jess Blakely and Willow Sprague, founders of Barbie's Bartending.
Oh, are you giving me a microphone? Oh, this is what I've always wanted. Well, this was very unexpected. We actually flew in on Saturday and Sunday from New York just to be here and support our college. We love this university. It shaped us. It brought us together. We were best friends turned business partners. We love what we do. We love celebrating. We love cocktails, and we decided to bring the two together and start a cocktail class company. And now we've got an award from our university for it. So that is unexpected. Thank you so much, Belmont.
Yeah, couldn't have done all that we have done without the impact of these folks right here. So the real Impact Award goes here.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Jess, for being my business partner.
Cheers.
It's really important to me working with female clients and creating beautiful pieces for them that empower them and make them feel like they can take on whatever event they're going to, and they can walk into it proud and confident in what they're wearing and really feel themselves. I'm Emily Pravat, and I am the owner and founder of Lady James Atelier. We are a company that creates custom women's wear, and whether it be for a wedding, for a red carpet, we focus on empowering women through clothing. Being an entrepreneur to me is very important and something that I feel like I get to have something that's my own and that I can put my own twist on and bring that design side of things into the mix of it all. So meshing that creative and more analytical side. At Omar College of Art and Design, I was able to participate in the Omar Fashion Show, and what that really did for me was it kind of opened my eyes to what direction I wanted to go in as a designer, and wanting to go into evening wear and bridal wear and create something beautiful that makes them feel confident about themselves and empowers them, but also putting my own touch on it. The most rewarding part of it is being able to see our customers wearing that final custom piece, something they're going to always remember, and seeing them light up and feel confident in that piece is the most rewarding part of what I do.
Emily, where are you? Emily, hey. All right, now I'm going to introduce Harry Allen, Belmont alum, founder of Studio Bank, and last year's recipient of the Impact Peer Award. Come on up.
Thank you. Our second Impact Award recognizes the power of peer mentorship. This year's recipient is driven by building meaningful relationships with his customers, employees, and younger entrepreneurs. For the past 2 years, he has served as entrepreneur in residence for the Cone Center and spends countless hours each week giving back to students and fellow entrepreneurs by encouraging them to continue pursuing their dreams. He started his business with the desire to bring people together in new and meaningful ways. And in the past 5 years, he's created a uniquely focused company culture that supports and challenges his employees across the nation. If you spend any time with him, you'll be struck by his unwavering desire to seek excellence and champion others along his success. He truly embodies a go-getter spirit and loves watching others succeed, and he's impacted his peers through his servant leadership and innovative spirit. So I can't think of no better recipient of the 2023 Impact Peers Award than Ryan Reisdorf, founder of Placemat. Congratulations, Ryan.
Also unexpected. Thank you. I'm here. This is also very unexpected. I have to give a lot of gratitude to Belmont. They let me in as a nursing student, and I didn't want to be a nurse, but I just wanted to help people. I have to give a lot of thanks to Elizabeth for helping me when I was a nursing student. The entrepreneur in residence at that time, Dan Hogan, Jose Gonzalez for hearing me, again, coming into his office in my Belmont scrubs, Greg Jones for pushing the spirit of entrepreneurship, can feel it, Mark Schenkel, Dr. Cornwall, everybody here has really helped me. The students have really helped me. I've employed, I'd say probably a dozen students now coming from here. I believe in changing for the better and helping people succeed, and I believe in a healthier future, and I won't believe in anything else. So I'm very thankful for my time here at Belmont, and again, the nursing school letting me in and pushing me out, so it's helped. But thank you to everybody.
I know that I've always had people cheering me on, and to be able to be that cheerleader for someone else and see them be proud of themselves is like the biggest reward. I'm Natalie Hennessy-Ferkser, and I'm the founder of the Aloe Family, and we work locally here in Nashville and internationally in Mexico, empowering entrepreneurs and working in the areas of education and hope and healing for families in need. I graduated with a social work degree from Belmont in 2016. That helped me a lot more than I knew. The internships that I had and the relationships that I formed and the experience that I gained has truly shaped everything that I do today. The Aloe Family focuses in 2 areas, mainly, which is job skills training and education. We chose the name the Aloe Family because of the aloe plant. And in San Luis, one of the only plants that grows there is the aloe plant. So it inspires us because with just a little bit of resources, just a tiny bit of water, the plant can grow despite the challenging circumstances that it lives in. Being an entrepreneur and being a leader is a huge gift, and it's also a huge responsibility. What's important is constantly celebrating successes. When we see the entrepreneurs or the students find success, and when we see them be excited about what they're working on, for me, it feels like this is why we do what we do.
Natalie, where are you? Where's Natalie? She's here somewhere. Hi. All right, now I would would like to welcome Evan and Ginny Owens, co-founders of Reboot Recovery and last year's recipients of the Impact Community Award.
She does. We were shocked as well last year to win this, but more so excited about the 3 full ride scholarships that you gave to our children. We're really grateful for that. Haven't seen that money yet, but we know it's coming. So for this year's award, we're going to get ready, right? Personal guarantee. Jen.
Okay. Serious matters. Our third Impact Award focuses on community. And for this founder, community has been part of the recipe since day one. From the intention behind utilizing their first location as a way to give back to their home community, to the celebration of local artists and entrepreneurs at each additional restaurant, his mission has always been about so much more than pizza. Every year, his company awards their high school senior employees across all their restaurants the Preem Scholarship to attend the college or university of their choice. This business works with Metro Nashville Public Schools to connect with younger students and teach them about entrepreneurship, financial empowerment, and the importance of education. They are redefining the restaurant industry by creating new employment opportunities and community events through their 13 locations nationwide.
That's right, and in all they do, I love this, they invite others to the table and use food as the gateway to make meaningful relationships and impact. He's the perfect example of using entrepreneurship to create a better world. He said many times that he's working to create something beautiful, and we think that the impact that he's having on our community is just that. The recipient of this year's 2023 Impact Community Award is E.J. Reed, co-founder of Slim and Huskies.
I guess I'll stick with the surprise theme as well. So definitely a surprise to be up here. But Belmont holds a very special place in my heart. The year I started my program here at Belmont was the first year I started my very first business. Right after the flood here in Nashville, I enrolled a few months later. Had just started a moving company, and I'm sure some of my professors, I wore them out with all the questions and, just all the advice I would ask for. But the second thing Belmont holds in my heart, meeting my late mentor here at a panel we both served on, and that was very special. And the last thing that just takes the cake, taking the coolest trip to Dubai and Abu Dhabi as our class trip. So Belmont, I have a lot of love for you and plan on being a great part of this institution. Thank you.
I love to create things. I want to be able to create value and just to put it out into the world and see how the world reacts to it. My name is Brandon Littleton, and I'm one of the co-founders of Bag Ladies Fry Joint. We are a fry joint that specializes in loaded, handcrafted fries. We started the food truck in 2020, and then in 2022, we signed the lease for our first brick and mortar, and then we opened up a year later in January of 2023. I've always had an entrepreneurial type of background. What really crystallized everything was my experience at Belmont and my major in entrepreneurship. Basically what it did is it added structure, it added some more strategic thinking, not just coming out and creating things willy-nilly. One thing that we do love is that we are establishing relationships and connections all in North Nashville. We want to create more commerce here. We wanted people to learn about the rich heritage of Buchanan Street. So that's something that we really wanted to focus on when we started and built out this location. Watching our customers and our guests and members of the community come in and eat our food created a great opportunity for us to really just talk to our customers. Being able to go straight to customers and say, how was your meal? How did it taste? And that's something that we really do enjoy.
Thank you, Brandon and Littleton family. Glad y'all are here. All right. right, now I'd like to welcome Dr. Greg Jones back up.
We talked a little earlier about the Massey Center opening. The same day that the Massey Center opening happened, we also welcomed Slim and Huskies to the main floor of the Ayers building, and my street cred went way up that day. It's great to have you and Slim and Huskies on campus, EJ. We're grateful. It's my pleasure and my honor to present the Belmont Entrepreneurial Legacy Award. This year's recipient is well known to Belmont. She's been involved with the trustees. Students know her as the namesake of the cafeteria. There's a much longer legacy of leadership, hustle, resilience, and an entrepreneurial spirit. She is known as the Bun Lady, the founder of what's now known as Crown Bakery. And Susan and I have been privileged to count her as a friend and to have her come to our What's Your Why class that we teach every fall. One of the reasons that we like to have her come is to tell the story about how she started out as a home economics major at the University of Arkansas. Then she became a franchisee of McDonald's, was a single mom with 3 kids. And in the midst of trying to raise 3 kids and just manage that work, she also began to dream dreams as an entrepreneur. That entrepreneurial spirit has always been in her, and sometimes she would rise before dawn and go to bed well after dark because she had this vision and this imagination. My favorite part of the story that we get her to tell to students is how she had an idea about getting McDonald's to outsource their buns. And she went to them with her idea, and they turned her down flat. But you know, you're taught as an entrepreneur to give it a second try. So she went back a second time, and they turned her down flat. And so she went back a third time, nope. A fourth time, nope. And students' eyes are starting to get big. And I confess that while I think I'm a fairly resilient person, I'm pretty sure I'd have quit by time 3. It wasn't until the 31st time that she made the pitch to McDonald's that they said yes. And I look out at the students and I say, how many of y'all are willing to persevere through 30 no's to get to that yes? And they're all just too scared to nod their head one way or another. They're just big-eyed. And yet that's the kind of entrepreneurial spirit at its best. To believe in yourself, to believe in the vision, to believe in the dream. And as the Bun Company became Crown Bakeries, our recipient has done an extraordinary job of employing people, especially immigrants and refugees, for which she received an award recently from Siloam Healthcare. She's been empowering people, inspiring people, and on our board of trustees has been a remarkable advocate for that entrepreneurial spirit and for seeing that Belmont continues to dream God-sized dreams and to then work hard to be sure that we execute on those dreams. We've prepared a video to give you a better introduction into Cordia Harrington, the Belmont Entrepreneurial Legacy Award.
I got to know Cordia because she moved into my neighborhood. There was something special about her, and I think it probably has a lot to do with what she came from and what she has become, which is extraordinary.
I first met her in Leadership Nashville class of 2000, the very best class. And it wasn't long before my wife and I became fast friends with Tom and Cordia.
Cordia has an irrepressible spirit that you see it in all she is and all she does. Whenever she walks into a room, the energy level rises, and it's just so exciting to be in her presence.
Knowing Cordia my whole life, she has been an incredible role model and mentor to me. She has truly shown that if you love your family, you love God, and you love what you can do anything that you set your mind to.
Cordia has accomplished so much in her career, but I would have to say, and everyone knows, the biggest thing that she did was the Bun Company. I've watched Cordia and Tom build the Bun Company from scratch to an extremely valuable company.
We love having Cordia come to class because we want the students to get to know women who persevere and who have the kind of abominable spirit that Cordia has had over all these years.
Cordia's entrepreneurial spirit affects everyone around her. I mean, here at Crown Bakeries, we feel the passion for perfection every single day and the want for achievement. It's infectious.
Cordia's pursuit of excellence is what drives her. She wants people to be satisfied. She wants them to enjoy life. And so she works hard at doing her part to make that happen.
I mean, obviously the accomplishments are off the chart, but her kindness and her care for people is really what I love about Cordia.
Her love for young people and her desire for those young people to become gifted leaders, and she's such an extraordinary example of that for all of us, and we just love her connection and commitment to Belmont.
Well, Belmont means the world to Cordia.
She loves being a part of this Christ-centered university that stays true to its mission while helping students become the best they can be in their pursuits of life.
She has a heart of gold and she is constantly giving back to those around her with opportunities of all kinds. Cordia has been my neighbor, an incredible role model, a mentor to me since I was a little girl, and most importantly, a great and true friend.
Cordia, we're just so delighted to be a part of this celebration and to lift you up and honor you tonight. We love you and we're grateful for you and we appreciate all that you do and are.
It's an honor to celebrate my friend Cordia Harrington today. Can't think of anyone who represents the spirit of entrepreneurship and optimism better than she does.
Congratulations, Cordia, on receiving Belmont's Entrepreneurship Legacy Award. It's a great honor and it's well deserved. You are indeed a grand entrepreneur.
Cordia, I can't think of anybody who deserves it more than you. You love Belmont, you talk about it all the time, and I'm proud of you, and I'm blessed beyond measure to call you friend.
Cordia, one of the highlights of coming to Belmont has been the opportunity to get to know you and to know Tom and to see the extraordinary ways in which you lead and the ways in which you serve and the impact you have here at Belmont, in the Nashville community, and around the world. We're so grateful for you and we love you. Would you join me in welcoming to the stage a remarkable woman, an extraordinary entrepreneur, this year's Belmont Entrepreneurship Legacy Award winner, Cordia Harrington.
Thank you so much. I was sitting over there.
This is for you.
Oh my gosh. This is beautiful.
Well, I'll take it off so you don't do it while you're talking.
I want to keep it. No. You know, back in maybe 2006 or 2005, Dr. Cornwell invited me to come and speak to one of the classes at the Entrepreneurship Center. And I had been speaking about my journey as a McDonald's operator in the bakery across town. And I always sort of didn't feel great. But the day I came to Belmont and I met the students, I knew I found my people. You know, all of you in this room, we're all alike. God gave us the gift to be an entrepreneur. And, you know, just like Smith and York, when I heard them on the screen, husband and wife working together to start a business from scratch and build it. My husband Tom and me have had the blessing of building a business in this community together. And we've always had 3 goals, and I know these are the same goals you each have too. Create opportunities, make a difference, and impact lives. So when I learned and got to know Belmont, and then when Marty Dickens came to my office I thought, I didn't know what he wanted when he came. It was in 2008, and he came with Bob Fisher, and they asked me to be on the board of the university. Lordy, I barely graduated in a home ec degree from Arkansas to be on the board of Belmont. Come on! And I about flipped. I was so excited. And it's a great privilege. It's a great honor to be with you all tonight, to be among you as friends. I know everybody in here would help me, and just the same way I would help you. We're making a difference every day. We're employing people. We're helping our customers be more successful. We're helping our associates have a great life. And God is working through us and blessing us. And I'm blown away. Tom and I speak for Tom and me, we're blown away by this big honor. I love Belmont. I love Rick, Jones, and Susan, and Marty, and Betty, and all of you, and thank you. I'm really blown away. Thank you. Okay, only a few more years, and one of you will get this too.
Thank you so much, Cordia. Yes, and I'm just gonna take a cue from Cordia and hold this so you can hear us at the end. I do want to call out that beautiful vase that you got was made by two of our alums, Ben and Rachel Whistler. RV Pottery, where are you? There you guys are. They have a beautiful business, and they made that custom piece for you. I want to call out a few other alumni who are also very involved in this event. Huge thank you to Jen Watkins, who is the owner of Nashville Smile Bar. We have a very fun photo set up in the back, so please get some photos taken before you leave. Yes. Lauren Sartain made all of these beautiful flower arrangements at the tables, and you are welcome to take the flowers with you tonight. Leave the white vases, right? Okay. Matt Horvath, oh yes. Matt Horvath is the founder of Pack Films. He made all these wonderful highlight videos and really helped with the storytelling to take us inside so many of these businesses. So thank you, Matt, for all of your work. Ashley Crawford is the co-founder of the Nashville African American Wind Symphony. Where's Ashley? And you guys, okay, they're all sitting over there. They played the wonderful music before. They're going to play for us again afterwards. So thank you all for being here tonight and providing the music. And last but certainly not least is EJ Reed, co-founder of Slim and Huskies. You know, we thought we'd change it up this year and have a nice little banquet with some pizza boxes, but I think you are all very happy with that delicious choice. So thank you, EJ, and of course Clinton Moe as well. Thank you guys. I recently heard the story of Florence Chadwick, who was the first woman to swim across the English Channel and many other long-distance swimming firsts. I'm always really inspired by athletes and the connection of athletes and entrepreneurs, the dedication, the fearlessness, the desire to push yourself to new limits. So in 1952, Florence attempted to swim the 26 miles between the Catalina Islands and the California shoreline. As she began, she was flanked by small boats on either side who would protect her from sharks or would be there to help her if she got hurt or decided she couldn't finish the whole 26 miles. After about 15 hours, a really thick fog set in and she couldn't see anything. So this reminded me of all of you in this room. You just jumped into the water. You knew you could swim, but you don't know how far. You don't know what the future holds, but you just jumped in and started swimming. As you set out on your journey, you just tried it. So 15 hours into her swim, surrounded by this blinding fog, Florence began to doubt her ability. She told her mother, who was in one of the boats watching her, that she didn't think she could make it. She swam for 1 more hour and then gave up. She was unable to see because of that fog. And as she got in the boat, she realized she only had 1 mile left until she would reach the California coast. So many times we focus on the awards and the accolades, the medals, the accomplishments, essentially the finish line. And while those things are really hard fought and deserved, we know it's not just about the recognition. It's really more about the work that you all are doing day in and day out. It's the hours you're spending in the water, where you just keep on swimming. Florence does have a happy ending. She tried it again 2 months later, and although that same thick fog set in and she could not see where she was going, she said that she kept a mental image in her mind of the shoreline, and that's what helped her get to the final destination. I'm not sure what your shoreline is, and yes, I'm really leaning into this analogy right now, but I know for each of you, you don't do this because it's easy. You're doing this because you have a higher calling. We are here tonight to say that we're cheering for you each and every day in and day out. While you're in the water, Belmont is cheering for you. We are here to champion you and support you, and we pray for you that you will all be leaders of courage and wisdom and character. The work that you do as creators, as employers, and as innovators matters. So, would all of our top 100 founders please stand up? You know who you are. It's always so inspiring to learn about your business. Yes, stay standing. It's always inspiring to learn about your businesses as we put this event together. We really want to celebrate your hard work, and I'm so glad that you all are here tonight. Impact is made through the ways that you're changing your industries, you're continuing to persevere as entrepreneurs. The work you do motivates and encourages our current students who are taking the same classes and walking the same hallways that you did not too long ago. And you, each individually, you are demonstrating how courage, risk-taking, and believing in your idea is worthwhile. And you're giving those gifts of guidance and mentorship and encouragement all along the way. It's meaningful to Belmont, and we love watching you succeed. So a toast with my water. May you all be filled with joy this holiday season as we celebrate the birth of our Savior, our Creator, who made us to create. May you continue to use your impact and your talents to impact the world around you. We're thrilled to see the road that lays ahead. Congratulations. Cheers.